Yo, it is yours truly, Lumor Cena, aka Mr. Cool Spot. We are here today for another spotlight event with my lovely co-host, Free Sharita Freeman.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
How you doing? How your day been?
Good. It's been busy, productive.
Yeah.
All that good stuff. How about you? How's your day?
My day's been good. Just been super busy. You know, I've been reflecting lately, Free. And I guess maybe can I just have a moment of transparency?
Let's talk. You know, that's what we do. Let's get down. Let's talk about it.
Yeah. Well, it won't be long, but just a moment of transparency. So, you know, my daughter 18 now, right?
The other Lily.
The other Lily, right? And she's leaving the nest soon, Free. You know what I mean?
That's what you're feeling.
She's leaving the nest soon. She's moving out. She has a roommate. They already locked in their contract where they're moving. Nice spot too.
And you know she can get you to tell all her business on air, but go ahead.
She's very private, you know, but it's all good. I'm in my feelings, right? Can my feelings matter right now, Free?
Your feelings matter.
Okay.
Dad's feelings matter.
Okay, thank you. So, so she's moving out here soon, man. And I was reflecting on a conversation that we had because I'm looking to move to Charlotte probably by the end of this year, most likely.
Wait a minute.
And so the conversation was something like, well, Dad, I don't want to start over again.
Aww.
And I'm like, well, what do you mean? Like, you know, she was like, well, you know, because I'm an adult and she's maturing, she's growing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in her world, starting over was based around her friends at school. You know what I mean? So like she never really, I mean, I gave her a life, I allowed her to live and kind of explore and different things like that. But her world is encompassed around her friends. So I can be honest, you know, I haven't made all the best decisions dealing with relationships, but my thing was in relationships.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I could take that, right? But like that played a part. But again, I was also transitioning too. So I'm constantly growing and, you know, we moving and relationships move and grow and move. And it's like she went down the line, Free, and she was talking about the different schools that she went to. And I said, dang, I guess that was a lot of schools. But, you know, again, I didn't think it was that bad because, again, like in my worldview, okay, yeah, some of that was because of relationships. The others majority of them was because we were just transitioning. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you know, but in her mind, it's like, nah, I'm tired of moving. I don't want to start over. I got my friends. I got my foundation, my base. And she wants to hold on to that. You know what I'm saying? And I sat back and I was just like, wow. Okay, respect. You know what I mean? And but she's been working her tail off, Free. She's been working her tail off. She's been getting things in order. She's on top of her bills. She's handling her business, man. And I'm proud of her. And working on a registry for her too, because she didn't know exactly everything that she needed. And I'm just like, yo, just whatever you don't want to pay for, just whatever you want. You know what I mean? Set up the registry and I shoot it out to all my friends and everybody. So if you're watching up here, right? And we know each other personally, or if you don't know me at all, but just want to contribute to something big, which is a pivotal point in one's life when they move out and they begin their own journey by themselves. You know, I feel like, you know, the more support, the merrier. You know what I'm saying? We want to make sure that she's prepared for the world. She's doing good, man. I'm proud of her. She's about to work at Duke Hospital. Right now, she works at a food line. You know what I mean? So she's doing good, Free. She's doing good.
She's doing awesome for 18. I'm uber proud of her.
Yeah,
I know I'm kind of dubbed myself her aunt, you know what I'm saying? But like, I'm so proud of Lily. And Lily Madison, you know, thanks the world, and Lily does no wrong to her. And I think that's amazing that she at 18 can say, look, I understand what you want to do in life, but I'm going to take this other step. And that's the beauty of some people not ready at 18. Like I would have been touched by like, I'm not ready. I'm not going. But for her to be ready to get her independence, that is a beautiful thing. And I know we always talk about accountability with our children. And so, you know, my child is about to be 8 and I still allow her to know it's a safe place to say, hey, Mom, I didn't really like ABC with respect. of course. And I know that was something that me and Lamoy had talked about with, allowing our kids to hold us responsible.
Yeah.
That is essential. And even down to, your move that's going to come forth. I mean, we know it's going to be blessed. It's going to be nothing but great stuff. Being able to just pop up on you in 5 minutes.
Right.
Drive.
I said, make sure you call before you come now. Make sure you call before you come.
Now I got to call before I come. You see how black. But I think that's amazing, that and I think that, I definitely, the community goes to so make sure you let us know. And look, with enough time, because, sometimes it takes us, a little bit, we have to paycheck something.
Yeah, I know. So
definitely do what we have to do to support her. So,
so
we're uber proud of you, girl.
Come on now, man. So she's moving out the first weekend of next month, which is like about a week away, I'm guessing.
You're gonna cry, ain't you?
I am, man. It's real. She's a daddy's girl, you know what I mean? Like I've had her since 2007, you know what I mean? Custody of her. And this is for like, she's seen the ups and she's seen the downs. She's gone through it with me. I've allowed her to hold me accountable, in which the reward for that was she found her own voice through that. You know what I mean? Because I feel like it's important for parents to make sure that what we do it across the board, and we find common ground with the people that are involved. And if anybody that was a part or that witnessed it, if anybody that what's up, Rena? So if anybody that witnessed it, then and it was affected by it, then we got to go back and walk them back through our process as we transition. You know what I'm saying? And it's been a lot, man. That's my ace. You know what I'm saying? That's. Yeah, I'm proud of her. I'm blessed to have good kids, man. Praise God. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but let's go in though, Free. You know what I mean?
Hold on 1 second. No, ma'am, podcast. Love you. It's okay. I didn't know how she was dressed. I was like, oh, wait. Little Maddie. She was like, we at the house. It's hot. I'm about to be comfortable.
Yeah. We don't need those surprises.
Okay. So, like you said, let's start over. You about to get started.
All right. So today on the Kool Lot Spotlight, the Kool Spotlight. I'm super excited about today's event because we have some phenomenal people that's local here in the Raleigh and the Triangle area here in North Carolina that we want to highlight and just uplift and motivate and encourage and share stories on what our process was to go from where we were to where we are now in our business, our ventures, or whatever the case may be. So I'm super excited. Somebody's playing. Who cracking jokes? That's Rena. Hey,
Rena got jokes today. She told me
she got jokes. Okay. All right. Fair game. I'll call you later. So, but we want to spotlight those that have their boots to the ground, and we want to give them their roses while they're still here. I feel like it's important. I feel like it's necessary. Everybody that's here, they're also considered as dreamers. So as a dreamer, all we look for is just a little bit of support. You know what I'm saying? We like to be acknowledged. We just like a little bit of support. We just like to say, well, hey, I'm putting this out, and that out, especially in the beginning phases. We know as business owners, entrepreneurs, we need all the motivation that we can find. So here at the Kool Spot, we're giving you guys that. Hand you your roses while you're still here so that we can keep this thing moving, cross-promote. Hopefully some of my viewers and my followers can support some of the followers of or the guests that's on the show tonight. Free, likewise, vice versa, and likewise, vice versa for everybody else. All right? So, y'all ready?
Drum roll.
Who we bringing on first, Free?
We're bringing on Miss Joy, a.k.a. Well, I don't know
Joy.
Poet name.
Let me reset my camera.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
How are you, darling?
What's up, Joy?
But I'm good. How y'all?
We're doing
Good.
Let me introduce you to everyone. Joy, she sells wellness products and attire that makes you feel and look good. Her teas encourage cultural appreciation, body positivity, and individuality. She also makes natural homemade body care products, including scrubs, creams, and oils. She might not tell y'all, but she's also a dope poet, guys. Okay.
Oh, come on now. You know we're all artists. For you know what we do to the artists, right? I hope she read that.
You know what? this is separate entities. You know what I'm saying?
So we're not promoting the artistry today. We're not promoting the artistry.
Her lane was very similar to the lane that I, started in.
Okay,
she might want to separate that.
Oh, okay. I get it.
I'm telling everybody I'm retired.
Now we're gonna talk about that separately because you just can't retire like that. Like, no.
No, we can't retire. We don't retire. Not from the artistry. All right.
Well, thank you for accepting. Thank you for accepting and coming on this show. We definitely appreciate you making the sacrifice of a little bit of your time today, especially after they worked hard.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah, look, thank you for tapping. Yes, ma'am. Well, Lamore, you want to start? You want to kick start?
Yeah, I mean, however you want to do it. I like to ask and get some background, right? Like, because she does a lot of things. I mean, she's doing the oils, she's doing, the feel good t-shirts and stuff like that. My first question is this, right? Let's start with the t-shirts. Why is it important to you? And give me some background on this, all right? Why is it important to you to make t-shirts that make people feel good about themselves? Why is that important?
I try my best to live a positive life and put out positive messages with what's going on in the world right now. Our people need positivity more than ever. So I like to develop teas that promote that. Making a statement without saying a word. So somebody may not hear what you said, but they'll read your t-shirt and know where you stand. So with that, as far as cultural appreciation, body positivity, and just individuality, I have something for everybody. And I've always been a fan of graphic tees. And so I actually got started because I saw another entrepreneur, Moni Brody, starting a t-shirt line. And I took her t-shirt class and went from there. Developed my website, developed my tees, developed my statements, all that. And then from there, I started, and started also wearing them because I like individuality. I like to have something different than maybe what everybody else can buy out in stores. And that's really one of the things that really got me started and is keeping me moving.
Nice. So is there like is there a personal story? Like, was it like, because I think there's always like a deeper cause that's like the root of like the feel of one, because the compassion comes from somewhere. Let me just kind of open up a little bit more. So compassion comes from somewhere, and I've seen your shirts, and a lot of them are shirts that make people really, really feel good about themselves, and that shows a level of compassion that comes from you, the heart that you really have, the positive vibes, like you said, right? If it's not too much, now I don't want to get too deep in your business. If it becomes personal and it takes you back, we don't want you to revert now. You know what I mean? We want to make sure you're in a good place and you stay there.
He wants all the sentimental with him today. That's what it is, Joy. Okay?
Look, I got my coffee now. I'm on it. I'm on. You know what I mean? And it's black too, and it's black. So is there a personal story or anything that you may have dealt with growing up, or anything that you felt that makes this like a necessity for you? Let me ask you that way.
Well, yes. So as far as a personal story, I think as just empowering yourself. I come from a single parent household. I come from a dysfunctional family. I come from a family where father was there then left, So it's a lot of stuff, As far as bullying and things like that, I didn't experience that part, but just having to motivate myself, encourage myself, and also I'm so used to encouraging others and motivating others. I've told people in the past that I've been giving advice to cousins, families, friends, since probably a teenager or earlier. People are always coming to me for good advice. and my current career is a mental health professional. So I've always been in the helping field. So that's my passion. That's my love. That's how it's promoted to wellness in not only my t-shirt line, but also my home and body products, because those products are made from all natural oils or butters, and they're only fragrance with essential oils. And the reason they're only fragrance with essential oils is because there's a purpose to that. If we know anything about certain essential oils, they help with mental health issues as far as symptom reduction. Lavender, for example, is very calming and relaxing, can help you sleep. Lemon and lemongrass is a mood booster. Let's see, eucalyptus helps with respiratory issues. So I have something for everybody. Some like the scents, but don't even realize that there's a benefit to the scents that they're smelling.
That's phenomenal.
You just talked something in all seriousness.
Yeah,
I love lemongrass. Like I am, addicted to lemongrass, and it makes sense that it helps to boost your mood. I think too many times in the African American community we don't talk about mental health, and as somebody that deals with mental health, I think that, or I guess that's the correct way to say it. I'm a person who deals with mental health issues or whatever. And so I think that it's an amazing thing to know that, hey, you have other things, natural homeopathic ways to deal with if you're in a bad mood, if you need to relax. And I think those are a lot of things that people don't know. So thanks for sharing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I took some notes already. I'm like, that's why I like that.
Yeah. But I wanna personally thank you for what you do, because I was bullied in middle school. You know what I mean? And the effects from that I'll never forget, and just growing up, like, it causes one to become like a shellfish, like a hermit. You know what I mean? And I think my situation with me, there was a cat that we grew up with, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Antoine Franklin. I still remember. Right? I remember. But we cool now. I can say that. We cool now. But shout out to Antoine Franklin. We grew up together, man, back in Fort Pierce, Florida. And he used to bully me a lot, and it affected me tremendously growing up from like my 6th grade year to probably like my freshman year in high school, and when I say like the whole low self-esteem, positive, prime example, I started wearing jackets, and we noticed this, right? Pay attention to this, right? I started wearing jackets in Florida in 98-degree weather every day, right? Because the way that it affected me, like, I really, like, growing up, we kind of grow up like with the loving heart, right? We're conditioned to love by nature. But I guess according to life and our perspective, it can twist that narrative mentally, right? So I grew up wearing, from 6th grade to like 8th grade. 9th grade, I broke out of it because I started hitting the gym and everything else and really started finding myself in 9th grade. But I was wearing jackets every day, body shaming myself. I was afraid to get out, afraid to talk to people. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was a lot. I was very, very shy, very, very shy growing up, very shy. And a lot of that came from, one, a lack of experience with the social life, and for two, the bullying experience. You know what I mean? So I look back now and I watch for the patterns, because there's patterns in life now, there's patterns in everything. And I look back at the patterns of life, and I watch how the youth now today, my daughter went through that same experience. Well, she didn't get bullied, but she used to wear jackets in 95, 110-degree weather here in North Carolina. You know what I mean? Like, every day she had like a different jacket every day of the week. You know what I mean? Now, as a mental health specialist, right? How do we? Okay, so we going left now. Can we talk about it a little bit? Okay.
So, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You said like a complimentary 15-minute version.
Yeah. No, you good. I got you. So, but as a mental health specialist, right? How do we? What should be the approach with the youth today that deals with the idea of like the low self-esteem and just that whole mindset, right? Where we don't think highly of ourselves. Like, what should be the approach to that? Your opinion or your?
I say constant affirmations.
Yeah.
Constant encouragement.
Yeah.
Constant esteem boosting. Them involved in something that helps them build their confidence. Whatever that might be, as long as it's positive. I think therapy. Definitely getting them around positive social supports and natural supports. One of the negative supports a lot of us can have is our family. So keeping them away from those that view them or talk to them in a negative manner, whether they mean well by it or mean good intentions, their approach can be damaging. So, for example, me growing up, we have a lot of heavier people in our family. My grandmother doesn't. I still think to this day she doesn't realize that she has a stigma against plus size, big, fat people, whatever. So that affected me as a child to where it still affects me to an extent as an adult. Right. And because with my parents and my mom and family, not knowing a whole bunch about therapy, the misconceptions that, therapy is really expensive, not knowing where to go for resources, past experiences when mental health and mental illness was just getting started and addressed, and, how they honestly use our people again as guinea pigs, especially the black men with the ADHD and the medication and stigmatizing them and stereotyping them, putting them in these special classes because of their behavior. Not put and then moving forward, not wanting children to experience that. So between that, you have that at school and that in the family, where are you supposed to go? So outside of that, teaching them also to affirm themselves, not having them look at these negative images and and depictions of these men and women that are in the media. Not really controlling what they're watching and viewing, but having some sort of supervision over what the images they see, because we know what we feed our mind feeds everything else. Yeah. So if you got to think about what we saw when we grew up. We saw a different world. We saw, more positive images, the Cosby Show, even though now we find out a lot of truth behind this, that, and the third. What are they looking at now? What positive images do they have now? They have a lot of reality TV. I used to be a reality TV junkie, but changed that because the fighting was too much. The drama was too much. It was a lot, and it's negative on your health, and you don't even realize it. You don't realize why you're acting out and having these behaviors and actions. Look at what you're doing to yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, all that. So changing patterns, breaking those patterns and things like that are all things that are used. Getting them involved in stuff. And also, I say placing things around your house and doing things that unintentionally boost their spirits. So for example, I tell people, if you need a child to be uplifted, start their day, burn a lemongrass candle, have them wear my body oils, they have lemongrass, or wash, doing things that they don't even realize is helping them, At night, have them take a lavender bath. They may be having sleep deprivation, which is maybe why they have a lot of what's going on in their lives and having other issues, because they're sleepy, they're tired, especially with now this transition from, going to school every day to a virtual learning environment. Try to calm their environment even while they're at school. So
that's good. So I mean, we supposed to be talking about your product and what you do. I guess all this ties in, right?
It does. I can't show you. I do have some things right here.
What's that?
This is the scented hand sanitizer. So I don't know if y'all can see that.
We can see it.
That's vanilla scented. So I have the body oil, and this is the lavender one. It's olive oil based. I like to use this during this time of year because it's not as heavy as the shea butter, and it's still moisturizing. Olive oil is good for your hair and your body. Room and linen, instead of using the chemically based air fresheners and things like that, use this is the lemon eucalyptus one, again made with essential oils to help your respiratory system and boost your mood. And my website has all different fragrances, all different scents, and also I have a one sheet list that can also list all these things. So if anybody's interested in purchasing, coffee scrub, sugar scrub, both of these are for your body and to help exfoliate and soften your skin. Lip balm, because we know it's getting ready to be.
What's that black scrub right there?
The coffee scrub.
This is a coffee body scrub.
What?
And the thing is, so, and I tell men and women, men especially, don't be afraid to scrub your body. Nobody needs to rub on an alligator. So
right.
You can use this head to Nobody, man or woman, wants to rub on an alligator.
Gator feet. Gator feet. Yeah.
Exactly. Between pedicures, with this pandemic, a lot of people are leery or apprehensive about going to nail salons. Use this or use my other scrub. My other scrub is sugar-based with coconut oil. This is coffee, sugar, and coconut oil. And the other ones that are not coffee also have essential oils. So, candles, natural lip balm. This is non-vegan, has beeswax in it. I can make a vegan one as requested. And also I have a lip scrub. So to keep your lips soft, because we know right now it's getting ready to change. The weather's getting ready to change.
Okay.
And your lips from being chapped.
Hey, look now. I tell everybody. Look, I still got my work pants on, so check this out now. I say there's 3 things to keep on you at all times.
3 things.
3 things. One of these.
Carmex.
Carmex
burn your lips, okay? If you have sensitive lips.
This is a healing agent.
No, it will burn.
No.
Carmex burns my lips.
365 free.
I said
I'm telling you, I got 2 of these a year now.
Sir, stop. You see, the professional. You see her in the she says no. You do a sugar scrub.
Okay. Give me something natural then. Give me something natural, Joy.
So I have the lip balm. The lip balm is very moisturizing. I suggest, like I said, using the lip scrub unless you're going to do your whole face. Because if you do your whole face, just do the whole face, the body scrub. If you're just going to do your lips, just do the lip scrub. And it's also very tasty because it's made of sugar and coconut oil. So if you decide you swallow any, it's not non-toxic.
Right.
Just like eating candy or what have you.
Look, we got a Carmex supporter though. We got a Carmex supporter. We're running up for the Carmex supporter.
Wait a minute.
You know what I mean?
Somebody said they can't see the part. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me take the text today.
Sorry.
There you go.
So let me push it up a little more. So this is the lip balm. And this is coconut oil and beeswax. I can make it non-vegan. I mean, I can make it vegan if need be because that has been requested. This is, I can't read what that is. I think this is the room and lemon spray. So that's lemon eucalyptus.
Okay.
The body oil. This is weird trying to do this, and I'm opposite of what I'm turning. So this is olive oil based with essential oils. the body scrub. The body scrub. Okay, there we go. The body scrub is sugar, essential oils, and coconut oil. Yeah, coconut oil.
Nice.
I also make a shea butter cream, which I don't have any right now. That is shea butter, oil, and essential oils. I can make anything also unscented. You just want to unscented and want to wear it with your regular perfumes or colognes or fragrances or what have you. Candle, which, like I said, I encourage using throughout the day, either spending your day, anytime throughout the day. This is a vanilla one. I like vanilla in the fall. And mainly all my products are all the essential oil scents come in all the home and body care products. So I can put the scent in basically anything that I sell. Some things I do that that's not up here. I also make a makeup setting spray for those that wear makeup that is also natural and organic, and it works. I have a video on my Facebook where I did the blot test for the makeup, and you'll see that actually works. I have citronella. As you know, citronella is an insect repellent. So using that, I can put that in anything. If you like to sit outside, make a candle, and so as an insect repellent, make a spray your car, spray your body, and that also works as an insect repellent, especially with these mosquitoes. I've been using that faithfully when I go outside. So there's some other stuff I think.
That's good. That's good.
So, Joy, the beauty of this is that you literally concentrate on the mind and the full body and the soul. Like, hey, we need to get your day started. So you've literally given us, hey, let's get your day started with some good sense. Let's go ahead and move. You feeling bad? It's raining. Go ahead and put the lemongrass on. Go ahead. Get your day started. Keep your lips right throughout it. Don't be like me with lipstick, that's trying to leave your lips. Okay? But also in making sure you're putting on something that's going to uplift you. You're having things around you that are uplifting to your soul, to your body, and then taking care of your skin, because that's what a lot of us negate to do at times. And like you said, don't be rubbing on no alligator and crocodile skin. And sometimes you throw them heels on and them feet afterwards a little rough.
Okay.
Yep. You need them little scrubs. Okay. You over there using medicated Carmax.
But it's a healing agent free.
No, I can't do that.
I don't like it.
But now we're gonna support Miss Joy.
Okay. So y'all gonna jump me? Y'all gonna jump me?
I ain't gonna jump you because I have a shirt too that says I don't fight, I press charges, so I don't jump anybody.
Okay. Super fast. All right. So go ahead and everybody, if y'all can go ahead and follow her website below. It is MyZZJSTEESANDTHANGZ.com. So that is okay. So do you pronounce it Maziz?
Miss
or
J.
Miss.
I got you. The difference. Okay. Miss J. Gotcha. Oh, I say it like that. And things. Okay. Not things.
That's southern. That's southern.
I'm a country girl.
Okay, so Joy, what we like to do before anybody hops off is we like to ask them to give a 60-second wrap up. If you could, almost like your elevator speech, right? If you want to tell somebody that's just now tuning in, how can they follow you? What they need to know, tell them right now.
Okay, so I am Miss Joey from Miss J's Teas and Things. I sell wellness products and attire that make you feel good and look good, whether it's body care products, everything's made with essential oils, or stating a positive message on a t-shirt without saying a word. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram through Miss J's Teas and Things. I think that was 60 seconds or less.
Yeah, you did good.
I mean, let's start here now. I'm in the process of moving, so I'm moving Sunday. Then, so you look, by middle of September, because for one, I'm all about body positivity. Just I'm all about it. Okay.
Yeah.
somebody say you can't wear, I'm like, yes, I can. Why
yes, you can. Yeah, you gotta rock that.
You be like, bring out one more darn Crocs out free. One more darn Crocs. Put the logo on this. Though. This is what I want to wear.
Okay.
Because you have to love yourself, and I think that's essential. So loving yourself, taking care of yourself, and knowing what you can do to boost. If you know you deal with anxiety or you deal with depression, boosting that with your scent. You know what I'm saying? And I even put that stuff in my hair. That might be why I be putting all that lemongrass in my hair. My hair products I make. See, makes sense. Look, you learn something about yourself. I didn't even know for real, y'all.
Wait, Free. Hold on, Free. I want to say this too because. I didn't mean to end that conversation abruptly, right? I just wanted to. I know you had a lot of product because I seen the pictures and seen the site and all that. I said, okay, well, let me make sure we don't miss that and go too deep. But I also want to add too, though, just to cap off the conversation because that was kind of abrupt, right? You know, I just feel like mental health is a real thing. You know what I mean? Mental issues are real things, you know, and I feel like, again, you said that there's stipulations, not the stigmas. There's stigmas when it comes to understanding that process. Some people may think it's too expensive. Some people feel like, oh, well, you know, it ain't real. Like we find what happens in the house stays in the house, and we could deal with it internally. And I say, no, man. Like if there's an issue. I read somebody's post today. It might have been somebody on here. They said if once that seed has been planted, it could be too late. You know what I mean? So deal with the issue while the seed is still above ground. Because once that seed is planted, it could be too late. You know what I mean? So definitely, man, I would say, please, everybody, govern yourselves accordingly. I feel like there's a nature that we all are chasing after. Right. You know, of course, I'm a believer, you know what I mean? Unashamedly. And I feel like for me, you know, not trying to preach or nothing like that, but, you know, I feel like for me, the nature that I've been chasing after, which is the image of God. Right. So for me, like I found that Christ was, and what we understand is the revelation of God. You know what I mean? Those are the super churchy references him as that. So my understanding of that's spiritual, but how do we see that in the natural? In the natural, I see that as the nature of God in the flesh. You know what I'm saying? Which differentiates people from saying Christ is the God versus Christ is the Son of God manifestation, or part of who God is, but in the flesh, the incarnated God man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like what I chased after was the characteristics. I feel like right. So God, it's the characteristics is what I'm chasing after. So he is a reflection of the purest nature of who God is. That's why he is so relevant and important and prevalent to all other religions. No other religions can really deny him, because they hold one thing good that he did or that was about him, which was the standard of how we're supposed to live. You know what I'm saying? So all religions references that. And if that's important, if that one thing is important enough for all other religions to reference that about who Christ is, then there's something else that's tied to that. Because remember, he is what we say the revelation of God, but that's spiritual. And what spiritual also has a natural connotation. In the natural, he is the nature of God in the flesh. So that's why it's important for us to understand the walk that he, you know, gave to the world and what he did and his characteristic traits. You know what I'm saying? So,
so many people focus on the physical attributes and what he looks like that they miss the whole point of his personality and who he was.
Exactly.
As in what he taught. So
exactly.
Exactly.
So once we find ourselves misaligned with that, then I feel like, again, you know, man's nature is God's nature replicated over and over and over again, which by default causes us to live and be born into a fallen nature. You know what I'm saying? So I'm back. I'm coming with it.
Every 30 minutes. So we be like, oh, we've been
I'm coming with it. Don't go nowhere. So, but by default, we end up in a fallen nature. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the thing that we got to realize. And once we realize where we stand, engage that with what we understand, then I feel like that's the start point. That's when we realize that we need help. You know what I mean? So if we say that, yeah, we're believers, whether you say you are a Muslim or a Hindu or whatever you believe, if your characteristic trait doesn't align up with that deity that you're chasing after, then we need a characteristic check. You know what I'm saying? So we can actually go back and check ourselves. Yeah. So,
and I was gonna say, and with that, just to sidetrack a little bit because it's kind of the same, but kind of not. Because I wanted to give that before I forgot. If there's anybody that needs connections to therapy resources,
plug that.
Anything, please reach out to me because, and do note that therapy does not have to be expensive. You know, I actually started therapy for myself with these products because I could not afford a therapist. So I had to find a way for myself to boost my mood and uplift me and make me feel better. But as far as therapy, agencies out there that provide either assist with funding or can help you connect to funding or especially with little or no income, contacting if you have, private insurance, contacting your provider website to see who takes what. And there was something else I was going to say, but please understand you can pray with it and get a therapist, but it will not go away with just prayer. And I'm a strong believer.
Come on now. Pray without works.
You have faith without works. You can pray all day, but you got to put some action behind it.
Okay.
And I saw that somebody had put, do I do parties? Yes, I do.
There you go.
Well, see, people ready. They told me to drop the website in the link box, and so hopefully this will. No, you're not gonna say hopefully. You're gonna go ahead and speak it. It's gonna bring and good connections. And thank you for your willingness to help, even though you're about your personal business. You're like, hey, well, by the way, if you need these resources, let me be an asset to you. And I think that's what we need to be able to pull one another up. So thank you so
much.
Thank you for having me.
This has been amazing. Yes. Well, we're gonna keep the show rocking and rolling. Again, that is Miss Joii. She does the tea. She does the homemade products. Her link is in the information in the comments. So y'all make sure y'all follow her. Make sure that you support her, and just know that this is where her vision has become a reality. So y'all, let's make sure that we're always supporting. Thank you so much for coming up today. Okay.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. See ya.
Okay, I feel like I feel empowered. That has some lemongrass. My mom might have some lemongrass on.
I need some lemongrass.
So I first learned about lemongrass when this lady put it in my locks, and I was like, "What is this?" And I was like, "What is that stuff in the water and the oil?" And then after that, I've been hooked.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah. Okay. I put it in my locks right now. Still, I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
All right. So let's talk about these other two ladies, right? So I'm gonna tell you about how dope these ladies are. So I went to this whole event, right? And this young lady, she reached out to me and she asked me if I could do a poem for an event. Now, what I did not know was that homegirl was planning her own birthday party. Okay, her and her friend planned out this extravagant party, and she pretty much planned her own birthday party. Okay, but it was beautiful. Like everything was stunning. I got to dress up. Y'all know I'm all about a dress up. Okay, and it was fabulous. And then this was kind of like the launch of their business, and I was elated to just kind of be there, and see it. And I'm just like, oh, y'all need somebody? Hold up, I know somebody. Right. So these two young ladies, their business is called Concepts and Designs. And let me go ahead and drop the link just so y'all can go ahead and look, since y'all right here and y'all ready to talk about this. We're gonna go ahead and drop it. And I dropped it, and we're gonna bring these ladies up so they can tell you more about their business. But it is gonna be Miss Nicole and Marquitta, and they have a lot in common. They're both moms, and they found their love for being educators, crafty, and they love to throw a theme party. And so when they put those together, they really made it a reality. So we're gonna bring these two ladies up here. Hey, Marquitta and Nicole.
Hey.
Nicole's muted. You're muted, Nicole.
Sorry, my dog is barking in the back.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Okay. How y'all doing today? How y'all feeling?
Tired.
Uh-oh. It's one of those days.
Feeling good.
Good.
It's been busy.
Yeah.
Understood.
Good stuff. So, go ahead, Free. Go ahead. Now go ahead.
So would you ladies like to introduce us to your business, what you would like to say outside of, just the kind of brief synopsis of what you do? Would you all like to get in the meat and potatoes of what you do and kind of like what inspires you?
Sure. We both enjoy parties, and honestly, it's a great way for us to get together as friends and just have a really good time. And because we love getting together as friends, we figured, why not share this with others? So we decided to create this business together to hopefully, help other people bring their visions to life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. Marquitta, you want to add
said. No, but exactly what she said. We both just love to have a good time, and we like to create that missing piece. We want to fill it in. Nobody's party is too small. Nobody's party is too big. We believe everything should be celebrated. Like you said, give people their roses while they're here. Mm-hmm. And that's truly what we envision when we plan these parties, when we do these weddings. We just want to be the missing link and create that aha moment.
Yeah, that's good. And now, I know y'all like to party because when we met, Marquitta, it was at an event that I was doing last year called a Jazz and Coffee Night, and it was your birthday, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So she came out deep, yo. She came out free. How many people she had? She had about like 10, 12, 15 people, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that. I remember. So I'm like, yo, and then we danced. They brought the cake out. We ate. Like, it was phenomenal. Some of her friends came up and shared some poetry.
Yeah.
The joint was dope.
Yes.
The joint was dope. They know how to have a good time, and I was inspired by that, though. I appreciate y'all for coming out, supporting, and bringing your party and celebrating with us, man. I thought that was dope. That was dope. Yeah.
Look, we have to live this life. Why not enjoy it?
Yeah. Absolutely.
We'll be some life coaches too, because the way y'all put the comments together, real quick, like we like to party. We want you to have an experience, but we gonna party regardless. So
we really do.
Yeah. So how long you got?
During the pandemic, we are partying.
Okay.
A private party for my daughter. She turned 21, so we put up a really intimate home setting for her.
Wait a minute, you have a 21-year-old?
Yes.
Now you know how we be talking about, some people on flat. You know what I'm saying? She up here looking 21 herself.
These over there, dang. Okay, now.
Look, she must have had some of Miss Joy's teas and her lemongrass and stuff.
Yeah, I did a coffee scrub the other day. Thank you. Yeah.
Wow, that's what's up. That's what's up, girl. You hold it together now. You better keep on holding.
Trying.
That's good.
Don't ask my niece though how old we are.
Say that again.
I said, don't ask my niece how old we are though.
Look, Meg Thee Stallion doing it for everybody. Just she get good rest. Okay.
You said Meg Thee Stallion. How old is she?
She like 24, I think.
Oh, she right.
That's why she said don't ask her knees, and I was like, it's okay. Meg gonna do it for us.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. That's funny. So how long you guys been in business though?
Well, officially,
we officially launched. January this year. We officially launched, but we have been doing things behind the scenes. We planned this really dope
baby shower for one of our good friends. It was a 90s theme baby shower. And so that was like our first official event together. That was in March prior year. And we looked at each other and said, you know what, we can do this. Let's take this on the road.
Yeah.
We had the life-size boombox, had the frames with the pictures. We did like a recard of Biggie, with the crown, the throne chairs, and it was just really dope. And so from there, it was like, boom, the lights went off, and we was like, let's do this.
Let's take it on the road.
Okay, so let me ask you if someone's looking to reach out to you all for services, what is something that they should expect? Should they expect to reach out 6 months in advance, 2 months in advance? What type of time frame would you all prefer? Now, I know you might do it in a shorter window, but what is your preference?
Marquitta, can you go?
Yes. So our preference pretty much, it really depends on what you're trying to do. We would definitely like at least 1 or 2 month window, depending on what type of event you're trying to do. If you're doing something intimate and small, like we recently did a wine and design paint night. Because of COVID, it was limited, about 6 people. The person reached out to us maybe 2 weeks in advance, but we didn't have to do too much. It was tabletop decor, a backdrop, and they actually painted wine glasses. So that was something, very small, elegant, and simple that we could do. So it really, truly depends on your event and what you're requiring from us. Some people just want us to come and set up. Some people just want to come and get the materials from us, and they do it themselves. So it really, it's like a one-on-one person basis that, we have to have that conversation. But definitely reach out, ask questions. If we don't know the answers, we're going to find the answers, because that's just what we believe in, working together and making sure, providing you with the solution that you deserve.
Okay. Now I have another question, because I know both you young ladies have children. So does that mean that all the kids have just these wonderful, like, birthday parties? They're just like extravagant, over the top, just okay.
I wouldn't say over the top. I just say memorable.
I like
memorable.
Good choice word. Good choice word.
That's right. That's right.
I'm a poet. I bet you, Lamore. I bet you Nicole got some artists in her too.
So, Nicole, are you a poet?
No, not at all.
Are you an artist at all?
I have written a couple of children's books. I just haven't published them yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay. So next thing you know, you have me doing events and children's books on the side. Like, I got these children's books. Okay, I
might be.
Okay.
But she's a designer as well.
You said she's a designer?
I sell.
Yeah, she's a designer.
Yeah.
So she just won't go tell nobody. Yeah. She was just going to
we'll put it all out there.
But I do sew. I do my own hair. I work with tools. I make my own table that this computer is on. So.
Word. So you good with your hands too.
Okay. So with all these talent, right? Are you going to start marketing these talents so we can support those talents too?
We're going to work on concepts and designs first and just make that.
Yeah.
Okay.
As awesome as it can be, and then I just provide my talents to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
But
during the pandemic, that's what I see.
It's gonna be bigger. This is just the beginning.
And that's good because you could always incorporate all those skills into what you're doing. That's just like what we're doing here at the Kool Spot. Like we're starting off in one area, and then we take that same level of consistency and that same level of focus and start building towards other areas that are beneficial, that complements what we're doing. So we're just kind of bringing in different aspects of it all the time, and it's a continuous growth, man. And I'm excited, so I get it. You know what I mean?
And that's why I love working with Marquitta. She's actually pushing me. Because honestly, at one point, I was going to quit because of health issues. But she said, no, you ain't going nowhere. So
I can see that.
That's funny.
I love it though.
I'm the accountability partner, I believe everybody can do everything. So let's do it together.
Right.
We go further. So let's do it.
Right.
That's the beautiful thing I remember from her birthday party is that on top of, you know, them having planned and designed, that's the thing that everyone said, and everyone was in tears just thinking about the type of person that she is and what she pushes out, and like all her friends just kind of being on the same page about that. And that's so important, even in business, because when you deal with someone in business that has good morals, they want good for you, they actually care. It's a difference from going through someone that doesn't care. That alone will be the reason that your business grows, because you know, you all are at a point of being humble. Y'all are like, hey, how can we help? And all those things, like I think we should never take those things for granted. You know, the good morals and the goodness that is inside of us, because it shines, and everything else is just going to continue to excel because of it. So that was awesome. And they watched my baby that night, Lemoy. My baby stayed over there. She was like, art, like I did all this stuff. She was like,
oh, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, we provide child care too. You know, nobody gets left out. Like we're gonna do it all.
Right.
They do it all, literally.
They do. They're a one-stop shop.
So because I know you guys specialize in themes, right? Theme parties. Let's say if I want to do something like Baby Avengers, could y'all do that? Could y'all put something together with that?
Yeah.
Baby Avengers?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yes, it was no hesitation. It was like, I got an idea already. You said it, I got it.
Okay, so wow. Okay. So like, because there's a creative process behind all of that. Because you know, you guys, well, at least Marquitta, you come to like at least one of my events. You know what I mean? And there's a whole creative process behind all of that. Like, what is for your own events? Let's just keep it. Let's narrow it down to just your own events, because we can find inspiration by other people. No, you know what? Matter of fact, let's plug. Can we role play? Can we? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
let's
boom.
go.
All right. So boom. So I'm a client, potential client, and I want a Baby Avengers theme, right? So all right, boom. So Nicole, Marquitta, my name Almar J, and you know, I have 8 kids, right? So each one of my kids, come on, Free, don't do that. Let me. I'm in my role. I'm in character, right? So check this out. So I got 8 kids, you know, each one like an Avenger, their own personal Avenger, and I really want this to be special for them. You know, my budget is $3,000. You know. Where do we go from here? Can we do that?
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. You first we're going to start with, you know, if you have a particular color that you want. If they're send us some pictures, some ideas that you envision for it to be.
Okay.
Now if you're just laying it all in our lap and you want to be surprised, because some people do that too. You can take it and run with it.
Okay.
Tell us how many people you want at your event, what type of food you would like to eat. Just, you know, just really envision if this was your event, what do you want? Yeah. And if you tell us what you want, we're going to make sure you have what you need.
Yeah. Absolutely. I hate to kind of switch up and put the business hat on real quick and get y'all in that mode, but no, I think you know, just here at the Kool spot, like I like to try to throw a little something out there to kind of get a little slightly personal, just to kind of so people can get the feel of who we are, because we're all promoting the business. We all have an idea. We all have our own journeys, and I feel like a lot of people don't respect it, because like a lot of what people do could be considered, you know, like one of those dime a dozen kind of dream chasing experiences. You know what I mean? But if we're serious about it, then hey, get to know me as a person. You know what I mean? Get to know Nicole and Marquitta as a person first, and then consider. You know what I mean? Because I love y'all's spirit. You guys are dope to me. You know, and I would love to personally, you know. This is just me, you know, because I'm doing some things behind the scene with some subcontracting work, for subcontractors. If you guys are open for that, you know, throw it out there in the air live.
Definitely. Look,
yeah,
we
yeah.
open.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So like this is partnership, man. That's what it's all about. Like, how can we help each other? If I can bring the clientele, are we able to work with each other? We contracts together, you know what I mean? Like, what do we need so we can work together, so we can help and benefit each other's dreams and our journey. You know what I mean? So I'm all for that. So I think that's gonna be dope. That'd be dope, you know.
And I think that's why
we truly
so well together.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I think I'm having connection issues, so I'm gonna let you talk, Marquitta.
No, you're good. Go ahead, Marquitta.
So we truly believe like no interaction is too small. And so, you know, when you interact with someone, you should really be trying to gain something from the person.
Right.
And then take what you gain and then share it with the next.
Right. I agree.
So regardless if you book with us, if you just sit down and you have a conversation and we just talking, having coffee talk is what we call it, you know, we still want you to leave with something from that interaction.
Right. That's good. Nicole, you want to add to that? You were saying something?
No, I was just saying that communication is key, and that's how me and Marquitta get along so well, and how I think we get along well with our clients. Is we keep that communication open, and we make sure that you're being heard.
Yeah.
And that's really, really important.
Yeah.
Because it is your party after all, and we want your vision to be heard and to be seen. It's not our party. We're just there to make it an event for you. Yeah.
You guys gonna party too, but it's not your party. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. That's dope though. That's dope. For you want to add to?
So I have a question. So being that no party is too small, because Valentine's Day gonna be coming up soon. Because y'all know the year gonna be over before we know it. Wink of an eye, it's over. Okay. So what about 6 months from Valentine's Day, something like that? So y'all gonna put together like some. Y'all gonna have some of that going on, or you know what? Are y'all decorating for families' Christmases and stuff like that?
Yes.
See, holiday festivities, because everybody don't have time to decorate.
And so for Valentine's Day this year, we are launching our intimate expressions. Well, we would do different themed Valentine escapes. So like a beach theme, or, you know, like the red light special theme. We're going to be launching that this year.
Nice.
Yeah, Lamar, they done said it. You got to make sure you're right for next year, because, you know, if not, I'm gonna be like,
we're gonna help you get all the brownie points.
See, we just trying to make sure you have a great Valentine's Day.
Yeah. That's gonna be dope. That's gonna be
and
dope.
You know in advance.
Yeah, and I know in advance, so I need to go ahead and lock it in my calendar now.
Go ahead.
That's right.
Confirmed by what is the steps that someone should take? Just reaching out to your Facebook or your Instagram, and then what do they need to tell you?
Pretty much, Nicole,
just you're muted,
reach
Nicole.
out to us through Facebook.
You're muted, Nicole. Let me see if I can unmute.
No, I'm having connection issues over here. I'm sorry.
Okay, you're good.
So you guys keep freezing up on my side. So it looks fine on your side, but you're freezing on for me.
Oh wow.
I'm sorry. So Marquetta, you said
must be gaming.
And just tell you what, you know, specifically they're looking for, like if it's a birthday, or they need to give you like kind of the date, the budget they might have in mind, and maybe a theme.
So we don't even have to go through all that. If they just reach out to us and just tell us, hey, I'm looking to do a birthday party, or I'm looking to do an intimate dinner with my boyfriend or significant other, could I get in contact with you? We'll send them our email or either our telephone number, and we'll start from there.
Oh, y'all make it real easy. They don't even got to think about it. Okay, all right. Look, ain't nobody got no excuses to not have great birthdays. Just because you have the doghouse type stuff. Just call Marquetta and Nicole. You know,
that's right. Look, it's a one-stop shop. Call us. We'll come set up. We'll bring the food. We'll bring the dessert. Only thing we can't do is the romance. You know, they got to do that part.
They got to have the friendship between us.
Yeah, they got
That's phenomenal. That is phenomenal. Look, I got a birthday party. I got a birthday coming up my birthday's next month, but Madison's birthday is in November. So homegirl started talking about it. March gets here, she like my birthday. And I'm like, it's not here yet. Mm-hmm. So I'm pretty sure we'll have a conversation because she gonna irk my nerves.
Yeah.
So we'll have a conversation. Look, I'll keep her mind this year and we'll worry about her. So I'll be reaching out to y'all soon just to kind of see how we can keep the kiddos safe and do something small and cute for her.
So how do we
celebrate you? Still celebrate you. Your birthday next month, celebrate you.
Okay. I'm gonna figure that part out.
You deserve that. You deserve that.
See, look, now I'm about to be over here like everybody, hey, y'all ship in. I'm celebrating me now. Come on, guys.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
Nothing wrong with it. So let's go back over the contacts. Like how does everybody get back in contact with you guys again for inquiries? Then let's go back over all that again. Your social media handles and all of that stuff.
We're on Facebook.
So it's really simple.
Oh, you got it.
Go ahead, Nicole. Go.
Concepts and Designs events on Facebook, and on IG it's events_concepts_designs.
All right. If y'all had
comments,
all right,
comments as well.
There you go. Comment. Put those comments in the comments in the comment box. Yeah.
So one more question: if y'all had to, if you had to kind of sell your business or tell everyone about your business in a 60-second spiel, what would you each say? Marquitta first.
So everybody, Concepts and Designs, we are here to support all of your needs. Any event is too small, it's not too big. Call us, reach out. We're here for any and everything, and we are ready to party. Period.
All right.
That's it.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Nicole. What's your 60 seconds? She done told us period. We ready?
She said period.
Well, she
said period.
I mean, come on. Go ahead, Nicole.
We're here to help you, and our goal is really to help you keep it on budget. And if we will make it if we have to for you to make sure that you keep it on budget. And trust me when I say I keep it on budget, my wedding was $6,000 and that included my dress.
Oh wow.
So that means to say that we will make sure that you will remember it. And after 8 years, people still talk about our wedding in a good way. So
well, it sounds like you're a financial advisor a little bit over there because you have good.
No, I just like to keep my coins in my pocket.
Okay,
that's right.
And I know so you can have fun and make it memorable without having to spend a lot of money. But we ain't cheap.
That's right.
Right.
But it's not expensive.
Okay. Well, we thank y'all so much for stopping by the Kool.
Thank you.
We're ready to do some events. We're ready to get moving. So we will be in contact very shortly. Soon, y'all please remain safe. Thank you, Queens, for stopping by. I'm feel rejuvenated now. We didn't got a little bit of event planning going on. We done found out how to keep our mind, body, and spirit right. Got somebody that took up Valentine's Day for us. We ain't even got to do all that.
Yeah.
One-stop shop type of show tonight.
One time, yeah. That's it. That's it.
But shows can't be complete. That's why we gotta balance it, right? We gotta have a little balance.
Come on now. What's the rest of the balance?
I think the balance is we got to bring a king up to tell us a little something. The ladies nominated and did an amazing, phenomenal job.
So wait. So the ladies did their thing.
The ladies did their thing.
Hands down. But we about to bring a king on, and we're gonna build, and we're gonna do our thing. We're gonna do our thing.
I just want to drop down one thing first. We're gonna put one fact up first, okay? So he's been featured in a Paris magazine, Society, alongside with Beyonce's activist article and featured on 100 stages. Jay has 4 completed albums and also founded Alpha Men's Care by J Locke. So I got something else for y'all. He is a recording gospel artist, activist, producer. Almar J, aka J Locke, has been recording as one of the most important artists of the decade in 27 by Atlanta's Krave magazine. So y'all ready to meet this king? Y'all ready? Can we go ahead and get it started? Was that introduction? Did it make it work? Okay.
Oh, that was dope. That was dope.
All right, y'all. I'm about to bring J Locke on. Hey Jay, how are you?
What's up, King? Peace.
How y'all doing?
We're good.
First, the intro like that, no pressure, huh?
Yeah,
no pressure.
Good stuff. But look, Jay, I've been following you for a few months now, bro. Been checking you out. You know what I mean? And I think what got my attention at first was the beard cream that you have. And I didn't realize that you had so many different products until I found your page, and then I was like, "Oh, who is this?" So I didn't know you were the artist at first.
Yeah,
I just knew that you founded the whole the skincare and the beard butter and all of that stuff. I said, "Oh, okay, this is dope." And I seen a promo video you dropped. You know, everything new. I said, "Oh, wait." So yeah, so fire. So then I started doing a little bit more research, and I said, let me watch him for a little bit, you know, and I started following your artistry and all the other good stuff that you're doing. And I said, wow, this dude, and I'm thinking you were like somewhere across seas somewhere, but couldn't find out you like right here in the backyard. And
I'm in the crib. Yeah. I'm still in the Ville. Yeah.
Good stuff. You right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Give us man. Give us some background about you, man, about yourself.
The foundation of everything, J Locke, starts in the church. It started in the church. It progressed into music. Now I wasn't doing gospel music back then.
Right.
Straight hip hop.
Yeah, me too.
So the evolution of just what I experienced, what I learned. I was blessed to be around some really talented dudes, a really talented group of artists and writers and businessmen and producers, and iron sharpen iron.
Absolutely.
So I'm talking like really talented brothers. You know, life, you just grow, you evolve. Came back to the church. Which is interesting because I started my pen writer's term, right? You're an artist. So my pen made the transition before I did. Like I started writing my transition before I realized, like, wait a minute, why am I? What's this about?
Cussing as much, right?
Positive. It literally was one song that completely shifted, and it was almost like my confession to God in a song. And my I've always rocked with bands live. So just so happened my MD came from Atlanta. He wasn't producing at the time. He came from Atlanta. He was hot. I mean, he was hot then, but he was like hot from the production end. And I remember sitting down in the studio and was like, "Hey man, I think I'm not gonna do any secular music anymore. We're just gonna do gospel." And he was on the same path, and we made God Sent Me.
Good.
And oddly enough, I wasn't a member of a church. Like it was almost like from what I understood, it needed to be groomed as he saw fit. Without restrictions, without confinements, without another person's idea of what I should be doing.
Right.
So and and we've been doing music ever since. This is my first album, like me, in almost 3 years. I have a new album coming out, and I keep pushing it back. but it was September. I think it's going to be October now. But called titled Freedom, which is the Dante Sharp record is on that album. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Fire. What's up with the like, man, like, is that everything new joint? I'm stuck on that, man, because I want to talk about that, right? Because that ties back into your brand as an artist, but it also comes back to, it represents the brand as the founder of, you know, your beard butter and everything, Alpha Man. Right? Alpha Man Care. Alpha Man Care. Yeah. So like that video concept. Let's talk about that video. You know what I mean? Because that joint fire, bro. I'm stuck on that right now. I ain't gonna feel good until we talk about that. Let's talk about that. That joint fire, free. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but that joint fire. You know what I mean?
Thank you. So we shot that in Raleigh, as a matter of fact.
Wow.
Yeah, that was downtown Raleigh. We shot that.
Nice.
You know, in the beginning, before COVID, like really, you know, did its thing on the country. We had like this really, you know, I'm a marketing guy.
Yeah.
So and you know, the artistry allows me to, you know, kind of create these other ways of creating, you know, cool ideas and marketing. So like there's a whole campaign for Alpha that is sitting on a shelf right now because they shut everything down.
Yeah.
So coming out of just sitting still for so long, then you know, my man Dante Sharp coming home, I had that concept for that record for like maybe a couple of years. You just kind of hearing his story. You know, we seem very advanced in Alpha Men Care, but I only launched that like December of last year.
Wow.
And we progressed that well. And part of that progression came through COVID downtime.
Yeah.
Because it allowed us to look at how we was distributing the product. And then we decided to bring sellers in. And because of that, now we're in like Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, you know, other parts of North Carolina. Like I'm not even guaranteeing I would have gotten out of North Carolina this year because it was just me at the beginning. So just that the Dante Sharp record with everything new is just, I think everybody can relate to that because we all were sitting still in the house for so long. It's like how you manage that time is up to you. Like if you was progressive, if you was creative, if you was like, look, you know, we're used to working with less and turning it into something
right.
So, you know, however you came out the house, if you came out successful, if you came out with a game plan, if you came out with an idea that you now can go work it, then that everything new part is it makes all of the world sense to you. It's like, yo, I'm ready. Like, I'm about to bust this open. And it was also a celebration of him. And how the video concept came is, you know, Alpha Men Care is we definitely pride ourselves on masculinity. And showing strong images. It's not just for African Americans, but that is definitely, you know, I mean, come on. You know, that's us. So, So we wanted to, you know, kind of show that in a positive. And both of those gentlemen that are featured on the campaign are business owners. And we just launched a new one today for a gentleman who's also Lions Den, Daniel Evans. He's a business owner. He's also starting a boys and young men mentoring program. And so a VIP partner with Alpha Men Care as well.
Nice. Man, that's phenomenal, man. So like with the skincare, because it's not just beard butter that you do. You also skincare is like a full line. What are all the products you
got? We have, I prepared. This is what we started out with. This is my beard serum.
Okay.
It's called Alpha Men's Beard Serum.
Mm-hmm.
We pride ourselves on having the best fragrance in the men's care line, because if you use beard products, a lot of it smells like motor oil.
Yeah.
It's not pleasing at all. It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
No,
yeah. Some castor
overkill.
oil. Yeah. Yeah.
Ours smell like a lot of people compare it to cologne.
Mm-hmm.
But it's an amazing masculine fragrance.
Yeah.
That's not overpowering. Like I still wear cologne with it, and it doesn't work. Yeah, it works well.
Oh, then you go to the bundle, huh?
Yes.
Then you ready with the concept and design. See, I'm gonna link all y'all together.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I also have hand sanitizer.
Oh, nice.
Pump action there.
Does that have a smell?
Yes, this does have it. Now this is a moisturizer as well as a hand sanitizer, 80% alcohol, but because of the moisturizer component, it does not dry your hands out.
That's good.
So I also have a body butter as well. I have a couple other things, shampoo, conditioner. I just grabbed a few pieces.
Yeah.
This is our body butter.
Body butter, nice.
Which also has everything I have a fragrance with it, because I know that for men we love to smell good. Like we love to smell good because that's just our thing. Like shoes, hats, watches.
Straight up.
That's scents. That's us.
Yeah. You're not wrong being a classic, man. You know what I mean?
I might be saying it.
Yeah. We just brought this out. This is actually we call it a head polisher for the bald head brothers.
Oh, come on now! You know I rock the baldy.
They got
that. Yeah.
You know I rock the baldy now.
Hey, bald heads and beards go together, so we definitely try to link that together. Yeah,
that's dope, man. Because I'm trying to I can grow mines out. It's still just a little patchy, like right up in this area right here. You know what I mean? So people be like, man, you always switching it up. It's because I cut my own hair, right? And I only switch it up because I messed up. You know what I'm saying? So
I know all too well.
Yeah.
Before moves
right, we like, one little nick. I be like, all right, well, let me just lower it down just a little bit more. Dang, so now I got to match it with this side, and I try to lower it down, and it just knock it all off, man.
That little shoestring thing is not gonna work anymore.
That don't work either. Yeah, not for me. That don't work. So I'm trying, bro. I'm trying. You know what I mean? But I love the beard. I love how it makes it's masculine, like a lion in the wilderness. You know what I'm saying? It's like the mane of a lion, right? That just
absolutely
stand out. Like, yo, I'm here. You know what I'm saying?
And then imagine, I've had times where, I was in a restaurant getting drinks and napkins and stuff, and then I leave that area, and the person that comes behind me,
still smell it,
comes over and say, I can still smell you. Over there in that section, And again, it's a very masculine scent.
It's not.
I would say, not too strong. Very, very subtle.
Mm-hmm.
It's how it represents how a man's supposed to be. We're not supposed to be overly confident and over aggressive. We're supposed to be gentlemen. Good. And that scent has all of those qualities. So
I like it, bro. I like it, man. So let's go back to the artistry, man. Do you remember the verse that you wrote, a verse out of the first song that you wrote that was kind of like your confession that brought you over? What did the pen do? You know what I mean? Because the pen led you somewhere. Do you remember a verse out of that?
I remember how it started off. The song is called Praise.
Okay.
It was the first song that I could say, well, not the first, maybe the second song that I wrote that was kind of showing me where I was supposed to be.
Yeah.
And I I remember like my first time meeting my guy when he came back from Atlanta, and church musician, so you know his back is towards against, like I'm not facing him, and he's just playing the keys, and he was like, you know, just talk. And while I'm telling him where I'm at, the chords came to him, and that became praise, like the foundation of it. And then it was the first song that we started working on, but the last song we finished because we needed that churchy feel with singing. So I ended up getting a quartet group, Zion, to come on and do the record. But the verse starts off, let's see if I can remember this. The new me glanced off to the heavens. The old me died in his presence. The new me knows his worth is reflection. The old me stayed guessing and lacked discretion. That's all I can remember right now.
That was good.
Okay.
Transition of the contract. Like, I'm wrestling with myself.
Right.
You
Pen
know,
game dope.
like,
Pen game is dope. Pen game is dope.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
good
you.
stuff. Good stuff. So like, give us some background on the artistry. Like, how many, like, where have you been? And some of the people that you performed with, because you had a long bio, and I said, well, I gotta complete this. So who you share the stage with as an artist, and some of the places you've been?
I've been everywhere from the furthest I've been to Vegas, Kansas City, Missouri twice, of course New York, the East Coast, Cincinnati, Ohio. We bounced around. We definitely have traveled with music. I think the coolest thing is going to a place where no one knows you. Right. And going up there and watching their opinion of you, because when you step on stage, everybody has an opinion of who you are. And kind of watching them turn into supporters of the movement and the music. And I've been blessed to be on some pretty big stages. We did the Talia Wajid hair show a couple times. When I first went to Kansas City, Missouri, I headlined at the Kansas City Chiefs Stadium.
Oh wow! Nice. Yeah. Dope.
For Natural Hair Expo. So which we did that circuit.
Natural Hair Expo earlier before the show started.
That's how I know.
We would love that.
Yeah. And it was cool because I used to have locks back in the days, right? Okay. And after I cut them, I get like back when I had locks, you know, we had to make headbands with the shirt sleeves. Like none of it when I had locks. I cut mine and everything becomes available. It's like really.
I'm digging, right? So, you know, artistry, we think everything is important. So I was looking at your Reverb Nation, right? All the way. Do they still use that, or is that still throwback?
I still throw it out there every now and again. I just want to stay number one in my city, so I'll just put it out there.
You got to share. Yeah. It's the same. You got to share it to stay number one.
So I see you have a plethora of songs. Okay. Yes. And you have this song called Boaz. And, you know, the whole term Boaz in general, is, you know, with women that are single in general, is like I'm looking for my Boaz. So what inspired that song? I mean, you know, I was listening to it. So, you know, I'm multitasking. But
Boaz was made, it's off of the Mr. and Mrs. album. I wrote it for that concept of women who, because I've heard it all throughout my life about women looking for Boaz, blah, 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 blah. But the idea of this perfect man might not look how you presume him to be. Like he might not have abs. He might have a little gut.
Yeah, he might have a keg belly. You
know what I mean? You might miss him because you're looking for Fabio.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm for this, and that's not.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
That's good. That's good.
Now, with being an artist and having traveled so frequently, what is something that what advice would you give to an up and coming artist or an artist trying to find their lane? Right, they might still have one foot in the secular side, one foot in the religious side of things. What would you give them to help them on their journey?
Don't mix them.
Don't
mix them. When I was doing secular, and my mom was like, you need to be doing gospel, and I had friends of mine who would tell me the same thing. I could not mix them because I don't want to be lukewarm. I don't want to be, like, even if, like, in this stage of my career, even if I'm doing a secular concert or with secular artists, we still gonna kill, but it's still gonna be, my message is still gonna be gospel. And we're gonna give them a run for their money. And if they're not careful, we might shut it down. Because I don't feel like your dopeness lies in your message. Your gifts are your gifts.
Right.
Like when I made the transition from gospel to from hip hop to gospel, I didn't miss a beat music wise.
Yeah.
Like, as a matter of fact, I got hotter because here's this brand new world, right? Like now the words are different, the code is different, the language is different. Now it becomes something that I can now explore and kind of grow with. So when I started digging into the Bible and I come up with lines like, what manner of man hangs with tanners and lands, unfit for kings and still provoke angels to sing? Like, that's that special talk. Most people don't know what a tanner is. You gotta
what else do angels say?
Yeah. Yeah. It's dope. I'm gonna tell you what I like. I'm gonna tell you what I liked about the transition, because I went through the same transition. I was doing secular music, and then I was drawn into the Christian hip hop. And what I liked about it was that it caused me to challenge myself, because in the secular world, it's easy to use curse words as fillers. You know what I mean? And it's easy to sound like, like you're trying to adapt to the common person and traditional hip hop. It's the same 5 topics, subject matter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
So everybody had their own little spin to it, but it's the same message, right? So to step away from that and to not cuss at all, and keep clean with the positive message. I found that was the biggest challenge, bro. And once I was able to kind of, hone in and really perfect that side of it, then I think like everything else began to really change for me, man. And but at first for me, it was a little struggle because I was used to using those fillers, cuss words, and talking about females and everything else.
Right.
So what was yours like though when you went through that phase? Was it the same thing?
Nah, because I didn't curse a lot. I was one of those curses that, it was just emphasis. Like if I really mean it, you might get that.
Yeah.
But I think, North Carolina has a sound. And if you look at where we are, like the Bible Belt, so everybody that's doing music or anything creative has that influence. You hear it in Kool, you hear it in Rhapsody, you hear it in the Baby. True. There's a certain sound that North Carolina had. I remember having this conversation with this cat that worked at K97, who was like, we don't have an identity. We have an identity. It just wasn't, you couldn't put the pieces together at that time until now you see it, we just got this real easy listening sound with us. Mine's was, I don't know what my transition was. I think it was my transition has always, my struggle has always been being vulnerable in a way that is not cool by hip hop standards.
Yeah.
Like my first song that I ever recorded was called Better Time, Better Places, and it was dedicated to my son who passed, who was stillborn. And at that time, that was, who's talking about that? And kind of putting something so personal out there and then having it subjected to people's opinions.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember getting a phone call from my man. He was like, "Yo, I heard that joint. Like, you're the hottest kid in the camp right now."
Okay.
And understanding that, okay, so this is okay. This is acceptable. Or people pulling me to the side, like, "Yo, I'm really feeling that record. I went through something similar," and kind of talking about it. Like, I learned early, like, the more vulnerable you are in your artistry, the more people relate to you.
True. That's true. You got to be big on words, man. Got to be big on words and being open to be vulnerable. I think that's the message. I think that's the ministry in the message.
Sure.
That's the ministry in the message. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of times we can just allow our walks to be the ministry. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But we can also exemplify the ministry that's within us by our level of vulnerability.
Sure.
You know? So
my man gave me some really dope advice. He hit me up. He was listening to one of the records I did. I'm pretty transparent in my music.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Keep your struggle in the forefront."
That's real talk.
And I thought that was so dope. Like, that made sense.
Yeah.
And I definitely see how people gravitate to the music.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. That's dope, man. That's dope. So as artists, we're artists. Free's a dope poet.
Yeah.
She's a spoken word artist. I do, a little bit of spoken word, but I'm a rapper first. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If you could share a bar, I know I'm about to pull it out the bag, man.
Okay, Jay.
I'm just saying, I'm an artist, so like anytime somebody comes on the show, I'm always curious. You know what I'm saying? Because like we're supportive of each other, so it's but what would be your favorite verse if you had a verse that you may have done that whatever pops up into your mind? Could you share a verse, or would that be a little bit off time?
No. Let me think, because I'm so terrible with my lyrics. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I always fall back on my freestyle.
Yeah. Because you've done battle rapping and stuff too, right? You've done some battles.
We did battles before it was like, a sport. Like, we did battling in the streets, and yeah. I don't think nobody, they always thought I was crazy. So nobody really wanted,
They didn't want that smoke.
They didn't want them problems.
Yeah.
It wasn't regulated back then.
Right.
Okay.
Let me see. I'm gonna do something that's been that I wrote.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second. And I respect spoken word artists because to me it's very different than rap.
Yeah.
Like, I think it takes, because my security blanket is the beat. So I had a multitude of mess ups in that beat live.
Yeah, I think the opposite way. Like, I hear a beat, I'm like, I gotta do it to the beat. Like, how I know how to stay on beat. Like,
that's the easiest. You just ride that.
Yeah.
I've thought about it. I've tried to like do it to music. I'm like, no, I don't think it's gonna work.
Yeah.
That's the easiest. It's the easiest. Hold on 1 second, because I'm working on this new project called Freedom.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And oddly enough, it was something that was supposed to be dedicated exactly to everything that we've experienced in 2020. The of course the COVID situation, then the police brutality and all of the racism and all of that. And it was just and I'll be completely honest. I just came off of dealing with COVID myself.
You're a survivor? So,
wow.
I will. It was not as hard on me as
Yeah,
I've heard other cases. Like it was not as it was definitely fatigue, and I was dealing with stuff, but by no means was I on a respirator or anything.
Yeah, I went through it too early this year. I was down for about 6 days, probably maybe 7, and I lost probably like 10 pounds, bro.
I lost 10 pounds also.
You did too?
Crazy.
See?
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't saying
I was about to lose 20, so I was like, I'm halfway there.
Sorry, I'm like,
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Being that while you're finding out,
being that you had
to deal with COVID, is it a difference in the way that you go out now? Are you more conscientious, or do you feel like you were already conscientious and it just it was like the inevitable almost?
I'm definitely more conscious now. I can't say I was. I can't say that I was like I took it for granted, but I'm always focused on the grind. I'm always focused on So in some ways I take precautions, and in other ways it might slip. But it's something as simple as opening the door. Like you never know, but you can't live your life in fear. You just gotta, be very cautious, be mindful. But
right.
I'm not a germaphobe, so
yeah.
So I got this record called "Go Outside."
Okay.
And this record is on the Freedom album. It's completely talking about how the shutdown affected marriage or a relationship as it relates to in the house when you have your kids home and might be getting laid off and money problems. Like that's a whole another problem, right? So the second verse of the song, like the first verse was for the woman's perception, and the second verse is the man's perception.
Okay, storytelling.
So this is yeah. So this is the second verse. I'm gonna do it like a poem.
Snaps.
So there we go. Father bless the men that are struggling. Want to be providers and good tithers, but ain't bubbling. Want to be the man of a house, of a spouse that reminds him every time and every way with every doubt. He ain't got it. Looking in his wallet, see the lint. She say, not making dollars never ever made sense. He know, but he broke. Relationships can get intense. Go from silent treatments in and out of arguments, in and out of paper chases, coming up short on rent. Money schemes always seems beneficial till it's spent. Trying to bring them dollars in, sick and tired of arguing. She also agreed, but instead she retreats back into the room that consume all her thoughts. So it's back to silent nights and responses that are short, back to social distance more than 6 feet apart. She on her side of the bed, you and yours play it smart. Let's go.
I just want the rest of the song, like after we're not on the broadcast anymore, if you just want to share.
Right. But I don't think a lot of people realize how COVID-19 has affected millions of people.
Yeah.
Where I wrote an article, I wrote a blog when it first started sparking off, and I was talking about, I don't even think I released this one, which I was mad about afterwards because, excuse me. But anyway, I did a blog that talks about people that have overcome their past hurts, that has learned how to control the issues of the past, right? But so they fought for years or for however long it took them to overcome, but then COVID hit and causes people to relapse. You know what I mean? So those that were drunkards, they fall back into drunkards, becoming drunkards because this is how I learned to cope before, and that's what's familiar to me. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Those that smoked, they went back to all of that stuff because this is what I'm familiar with. You know,
So, and I got time.
And I got time now. You know, I don't have nothing but time, and that's why I have to find something to help me cope, because now I can't run away from the issue because it's affecting me financially.
I can't
affect my family. I can't go out to work like I'm used to working because that helped me suppress my issues. Like, we were cut off from a lot. If you're not considered an essential worker, then life for you has shut down for about a month or two. You know what I'm saying? And
then on top of that, don't allow people to go get their hair done, their nails, their feet done. That whole, now you're looking at the rawness of a person. You know, without all of those other things, like my babe is looking like crazy, you know, and then I found a spot, but neither here nor there. It was really a test and a strain on people mental, like you said, and fun. Like, you're talking to my people most people are very independent. Most people escape, like you said, throughout their day, going to other places and doing other things and just seeing their kids and their wives and girlfriends for a couple hours, and then you go to sleep. And then you wake up, you see them for maybe an hour or two in the morning, and you out.
Come back a few hours, go to sleep, do it all over again.
Now I gotta see you. Now I gotta, what you been up to for the last 20 years? Like, you know, I gotta get reacquainted with this woman all over again. Now I get to see how my kids are, you know. Because I've been letting them watch TV and so but I think that's a design that, you know, like I said, African Americans go through so much and have gone through so much and have done so much more with less. I think that for the movers and shakers, it was a time to really sit down and say, okay, God, what's the blueprint? And got to work and built their businesses and really, you know, where they was so busy with work, now they get to sit down and now just focus on their dreams and their goals. And I think out of this is going to be the movement of the beginning of Black entrepreneurship. And I see that a lot, and I'm so proud and happy of everybody that's doing it, because it can't be done.
Yeah, I agree, bro. I agree. So yeah, man. But man, this was fun, man. This entire show, like, you guys have brought in a lot of information. We got different types of products. We have different types of services. There's just so much this show had to offer tonight, man, and I'm super excited. You know, again, I want to thank you again. But before we round up, 60 seconds to plug all that you have going on, you know. And I forgot to ask you, even the Instagram live. Let's talk about that real quick.
So my brother from South Carolina hit me up a couple months ago with the idea of, I had done a what do they call it, a versus battle earlier in the year, and they were trying to get me for that, but I had already, my man got me first, and so we did somewhat of a versus battle, but it was more so picking my top 5 most influential songs that I've created and his top 5, and just kind of a celebration of each of our work, which was really dope. It was very positive. You know, it made me sit down and think, because I got like, I literally have over 2 hours of music, just me, not even like songs that I produce in albums, but just my music. I have over 2 hours of play. So I was like, yo, how do I pick just 5? Like, that's crazy. But once I sat down and started thinking about like the songs that were most influential to me, it came out pretty good. And Yeah, it was just a beautiful sharing of music.
Nice. And you do this how often? How often you guys do that?
We're gonna do another one. We haven't talked about the time. I'm probably gonna wait till after my album drop, the new one. Because I got like so much good music up there.
Yeah.
I don't know. We probably do it sometime in October. I do have another versus battle again. September 1st.
Okay.
That's Tuesday.
Is it? Oh, okay. Yeah. Tuesday.
Okay.
I got a versus battle.
Nice.
Well, this is what I'm going to do in that battle. And we're gospel artists, but we are men, and this is hip hop.
Come on now. Yeah.
This is what I'm going to do in this battle.
Yeah. I'll go in there and handle your business.
Be on IG Live.
Yeah, that's my brother though. Yes. J-Locke SMG. Yeah. That's my brother though.
Okay.
Can't nobody else do it to him, but I can.
Right.
We're gonna make it happen.
Fire. So 60 seconds, bro, and then we're gonna wrap up. We're gonna bring looks like our other guests. We're short tonight, Mr. Marcus Dupree. We've missed him tonight, but shout out to Marcus Dupree.
Yeah,
he has some connection.
Him in here.
Yeah, shout out to Marcus Dupree and everybody that was on tonight. Before we round up, bro, give us 60 seconds of all that you have going on and what you do. Plug yourself. You got this moment to plug.
Okay, and thank y'all for having me up here as well. This is beautiful. Love what you're doing. My name is J-Locke. I am the owner of Alpha Men Care. I think you see the list of products that we have streaming below. So definitely, if you are a guy and you like your beard to shine and smell good, hit me up. If you are a lady that has your guy who has a beard and facial and you like that man smelling good, definitely come see us. New album coming out most likely October called Freedom. The single is currently out called Dante Sharp, which is dedicated to a brother who got out not even 6 months ago. He did 26 and a half years for a murder he did not commit, and the system did not want to let him go. So check that record out. That's on Spotify, iTunes, all digital outlets now.
Nice. Congrats again on the album too, bro. Congratulations on the album. Good stuff. All right, so Free, you want to who we have up here? We have Ms. Joy.
No, we already did Miss Joy.
No, I'm saying we're going to bring everybody. We're closing out.
I'm sorry. I got you. Did he do the 60 seconds?
He did. He just did. Yeah. You were putting
She was plugging.
She's the balance in this whole thing because while she's talking, she's typing and she's writing and she's asking questions. Like she's a beast.
I try not to look like I try not to have a stuck face when I'm looking down. I'm like, all right, let me just give a smile while I'm doing it.
Yeah. She's multitasking over there. I get it. She's good.
All right, hold on 1 second. We're gonna bring Joy back up. And I think our other guests have departed, but we definitely want to thank you all for kicking it with the Kool Spot, with the Kool Spot crew. Of course, Free the Poet and none other than Mr. Kool Spot, Mr. Lamoy Lucina. We think that these are essential for us to have to build as a community, to build as a unit, to learn who does what, because we can't support each other if we don't know what we do, if we don't know how we have access to one another. So we appreciate you all coming by and hanging out with us. Lamoy, you have anything else before I take us out?
No, I just want to say thank everybody, thank all the viewers, thank our guests. Thank you guys for spending your time with us. It is 1 hour and 53 minutes right now. So if you've been holding on, so if you've been holding on throughout this entire show, thank you. We have some new products that are coming out. Mind you, we have our business cards, which I don't have any in front of me right now, our new business cards that are out. So at live events, when things begin to open back up, we will be prepared and equipped. We have merchandise coming soon.
What new merch? Is that what you said? Is that what you said?
Got that new merch. So
working in the background.
Yes, I'm excited. I'm excited about that. I'm not going to release anything yet. Working on some kinks in the system right now. I know, but you know, we gotta build that anticipation. You know what I mean? You gotta build that anticipation.
We know this. So, there's that part.
Yeah. So this weekend is going to be a good weekend, all day Saturday. Hopefully by the end of Saturday, I'll have something to show you guys, and I may do a live, get Free on the line. I know she's moving, but maybe I can get her on the line and we can do something real quick, just something quick to show you guys a little snippet. First off, I want to thank our patrons. So all of our patrons will have first dibs on the merch. We're giving out free samples to the patrons, so I'm going to have a few things with them, and then we're going to go live with the product.
Hey, wait. If y'all want to know how to be a patron, okay, go to patreon.com/the Kool Spot.
Continue, Spot. There you go. Thank you, So, so then we'll put everything out for everybody else. And if you guys have not joined the membership for the Kool Spot, check us out, thekoolspot.com. Become a free member, and it's free. Koolspot.com. Check us out. Become a member there for all your updates. Also, our YouTube channel, The Kool Spot. And of course, you guys already know Instagram, The Kool Spot NC, Facebook, The Kool Spot. Lamore the Cena Free. Want to drop your plug?
It is Free the Poet NC on Instagram and Facebook. Also, Miss Rita Free on Facebook. Don't forget to always check out the Patreon. You can always look us up on YouTube. We are always available. We are only an inbox away. I promise we will answer them. Also, if you want to be sponsored on, if you want to be selected for the business spotlight, please send us an email. We do have some submissions, but we're always looking. Go ahead and get it while it lasts, because eventually, you know, all good things come to a point where, you know, you have to do a little bit more for them, you know, and before we start charging, we want to get everyone out there that we can. We have to up that ante. So let's build together, y'all. Like, let's build bottom up. Let's go. Locke already said it. You know, this is Black entrepreneurship coming back into fruition, like really being pushed. And so, I mean, to me, that means Black Wall Street. You already have Black communities coming up. What is it? Brightwood in Durham. I follow the guy, and I want to say it wrong. I want to say his name is Tariq or something. It's something with an S. But he's a tattoo artist that now has converted over to this Black activism and building this Black self-sustaining community. And they have land and stuff like that. So, y'all, it's great coming, and it's always been there. We're believing in ourselves more. We're seeing it. We're unifying. So let's ride this wave together, y'all. Again, I'm the Poet. He's your host, Lamore Destina, and we're gonna catch y'all next time. Okay, make sure you come back. The next Kool Spot rendition will be the podcast, not this Saturday, but next Saturday. So that is September 5th. Be sure to check us out. And again, Business Spotlight's coming. We'll check y'all.
Wait. So you hit on something real quick. I just want to make sure people understand that, you know, with what we do with the spotlights and also the table talks. Now, you kind of threw it out there. I don't know if you didn't put much emphasis on it, but we're looking at next month also, beginning to charge, right? We want to build up the platform. We want everybody to get promotion. It's not going to be much, so you don't have to worry about, oh man, I don't think I'm going to have it. It's not that, you know what I'm saying? But again, it's of service. And there's the package. It's a package. Let me put it that way. It's a package. So the package information will be out soon, and we're going to be getting that out to everybody that are interested. So we're going to be responding to emails, responding to the business invites on Facebook and everything else. So, but it's not going to be much. Trust me, it's not going to be much at all that you can't handle. But again, it's a step towards like independence for all people. You know what I mean? So we help you, you can help me help you, and I can help you help me. You know, you buddy me, I buddy you. You know what I mean? And that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? So just want to throw that out there. We'll have more information out soon about that, but definitely stay tuned for what's to come. We have some great things coming, new transitions. It's about to get good. It only gets better. You know what I mean? So thank you all once again for tuning in, hanging in there with us. We're going on 2 hours. We love you guys. Y'all have a good night. We out ski.
Peace.